I think we're back. Let me know in the comments if you can actually hear me on the mic still, because okay, okay. Thank you, Ivana, for sending me text messages. I'm gonna open up my phone and read some of the comments that I missed because I know there was a few before we
My name's Brian,
popped
and
up.
I just broke my.
Hello. Um, let's see. Ah, oh, you know what? Maybe it doesn't let me. Okay, so all right, so unfortunately I can't see, even though I have it set to chat replay, I can't see what the comments were. So that kind of sucks. And I know there was some super chats. So actually, let me see. Let me see if I can see it on this computer. If not, I apologize in advance. That's weird. All right, so I think what happens is the chat replay, even though I set it to do so, I think it um doesn't show up until like a little later. So I am very sorry about that. So if you sent a super chat, I appreciate you and I give you a shout out. I don't know who it was. Um and my other app is not working. So this is crazy. All right, so let's just, take a breath. So welcome Angel Wings and anyone that just came in and anyone that was here before. Thank you for everyone just joining back in. The Dirty Knobs, Yahoo! You cut out you cut the right wire. Yeah. Hey Rose, how are you? Thomas, welcome from Northern New York State. Julia, welcome, welcome, welcome. I haven't been listening too long, but I'm telling you, I really appreciate your love for the Lord and see you as a sister in Christ and wish we were friends. Awesome. I love that. Yes, I love the Lord. Yes, indeed. And I'm happy that you're here. Okay, the connection's better now too. Okay, that's good. I have it tethered to um my iPad. I wonder if my iPad's doing something weird. No, it's good. Things that you do when you live in a van. You got like a lot going on here. Um, all good. We can start over. Okay. Um, yes. Thank you for moderating. Oh, thank you so much, the Dirty Knob. So, uh, a funny little thing is that I am trying to buy a lot of shirts in this color because this is like one of my favorite colors. I'm trying to like get like more like I don't want to say minimalist because I'm not like extremalist, but I just want to have basic things that I could just throw on the same color so I don't have to think about it. Because there was times in the past where I'd be like, oh, did I wear that color on the last live stream? Who cares? I don't care. No one cares. But I just love this color, so I'm trying to buy a lot of things that are in the same thing. So it's just very easy. So thank you. Hey Kim, how are you? Rebecca's back. Um, everything is good. Don't touch anything. It's funny because I have it plugged in, like, this mic, but there's no way for me to switch it now, like, once I'm on, there's no way to switch it to, like, my computer if it should go down. So, I might reach out to YouTube, but probably not because 'cause they're never really any help in their support. But what could have happened is maybe, like, the connection that's going into my computer, maybe it, like, wiggled as I was moving, I don't know, but I will try not to touch anything. Hey, Simply Natural Black Life. Welcome, welcome. I like purple too. Plum crazy Mopar purple is awesome. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Capsule wardrobe. Yes, yes. Capsule. Yeah, just like some basic things. So I don't have to really think about it. And like better quality. Because, you know, I shop at Walmart and Target and just like basic. And I just like buy things. It's like $4 for a tank top or whatever. But I'm just trying to like get something a little bit more quality so things don't like um you know, uh, what am I trying to say? Like like if I buy like a black tank top, it kind of washes out, over time and it's like looks kind of tacky. So, anyways, that's another side note. Oh, my friend Carol's on Glorious Life on Wheels. Um, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll tell you what it is, Carol. I'll tell you the type of mic it is in case you want to get one. But, hopefully, I'm gonna be seeing Carol soon, because I'm gonna be going to the San Diego area this week. So welcome, Carol. Thank you for being here. We'll have to talk on the phone soon. Quality, it will last. Also, try not to dry clothes. Oh, that's a good point too. Yes. My favorite tank tops come in a multi-pack in the men's department. Ooh, that's cool. So I'm so bummed that I couldn't see a lot of comments 'cause I'm sure there's some really good comments. But in terms of this conversation about, you know, um like, is van life truly free? I think somebody mentioned on the last connection that we were on is that nothing is free. And I don't like to be a negative person, but I do believe in being honest and real. Um, I think that's a very accurate statement because I think some people will jump out onto nomad lifestyle as like, I'm just gonna like just live in front of a waterfall and hiking trails and all these things. And there are some really beautiful moments when you're out on van life. And before I go any further, I just like to say that these are my thoughts and opinions. This is my van life journey that I'm speaking from the experience of. I don't have the experience of every single nomad. So that's why I like to have dialogue because it's great to hear other people's journey and experience and opinion. For me, I've had some really beautiful moments, some very great times out in nature, times where I woke up in front of some really beautiful places and went on hiking trails and saw some really cool things. But at the end of the day, it's not free. It's not a free lifestyle because number one, I got to still work. And I would say most people do need to work. Unless you're maybe retired and you have some income coming in and that's enough for you to live on, that's awesome because then, you don't have to spend a lot of time, extra time, finding a connection, figuring out where you're going to work, what hours you're going to work, and all those things. Or say if you still have a traditional job where you got to go to, and then you can only kind of go so far. So, you know, but I'd say for the majority of the people, you will still have to work. So it's not as free. It's not as freedom-ish as you might think. And the other thing is that with, um, rules, there's always rules, and they're getting stricter and stricter, especially as I mentioned before, the more people get into this lifestyle, it's going to have more rules because as things progress, people like to put people into a box. People don't like to be out there being like willy-nilly. I think it scares people. So people like to be like, no, we don't want you parking here. We want you parking here. We don't want you going here. We don't want you here. Don't come to our city. Don't come to our state. You see a lot of it on places like Facebook where people are like, if you leave your state, don't come here with your politics or don't come here with your thoughts and ideas. People are very territorial, so you have that aspect of it. And then there's a lot that you have to think about when you're a nomad, just in terms of, uh, you know, being in a vehicle, traveling. So it is very freeing in a sense because you're not tied down to some people call it sticks and bricks, like an apartment, a home, because rent will shackle you down, especially if you don't make the most money. It can be a real time, like a real uh, mental drain on you when you're stuck in one spot for too long. So I really appreciate the nomadic lifestyle in that sense because you do have more freedom to just pick up and go, but there's also a lot of challenges that come with that as well. So there's never a perfect solution. I believe in moderation. I believe that everything should be moderate, that, there's shouldn't be too many extremes. And when you live that way, a more moderate lifestyle, you get to experience more. So I believe in more of a hybrid lifestyle where you stay, in one spot for a little while and then you travel and you explore. But in terms of van life being the truly, like, last free frontier, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think there's moments where you feel free, that you are a little more free, and especially if you're the type of nomad that kind of picks a spot, in, like, boondocking locations, and you just stay put, you don't drive around a lot, you might just be in nature. And that kind of makes me feel a little bit more like someone that would get, like, tiny home or a cabin in the woods, or, like, kinda be a little more secluded and more with nature. To me, that's, uh, someone that's not really, like, road tripping or, like, traveling. That's more of a person that's a little more stationary, and that could be a little bit more freeing, I would say, because, especially if it's paid off. If you have a tiny home or you have a trailer, then you're getting a little more free. You still have rules, but then you don't have as many rules because you're kind of, you know, in one place and you kind of know what to expect. So, what are your thoughts based on what I just said, or based on your own experiences or thoughts? What do you think? Do you think that being a nomad is more freeing, about the same, or less freeing? Because I think there can be a time where, you know, where being a nomad could be feel less free. And in that regard, I think there's been times where I don't know, maybe there's been times where I felt a little less free, only in the sense of I've kind of exchanged, having stability with a community of friends for traveling by myself. But, there's ways you can overcome that by just, meeting more people on the road. But anyways, let me see what you guys have said. I'm sad that we lost a lot of the people that were on here before because of my dumb connection. Goodness. Let's see. Rose says, "My favorite tank top." Okay, we already did that. Jane says, "Though management of my senior apartment building is moving me to a two-bedroom apartment, I'm minimizing as I want less things in my life." Yes, it feels good to get rid of stuff, that you don't use, for sure. Yes, if you're on here, make sure to throw a like on this live stream. That's very helpful. It tells YouTube that, you know, um, that you guys like the live streams, that you like the topics and stuff like that. Um, oh my gosh, thank you, Tammy, so much for the Cash App donation. I appreciate it truly so much. I met Tammy a few weeks back when I was in Georgia, and it was just a really great meetup, just a really wonderful time to meet in person, put a face with the name that I see on here. So it was really, really awesome. So thank you so much, Tammy. Um, always a blessing. Truly. Let's see. Ooh, I wonder if that sounds nice on here. Does that sound nice? I can't hear it. So hopefully it sounds nice. I can only hear the crispiness once I, like, well, for a video, if I'm editing it back, or if I listen to this back. So maybe I will, like, try to figure out the headphones too. I don't know. That's a whole other thing. Hey, Jacqueline from the UK. Awesome. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. Art dog. Interesting. A lot of people seem to love her darker hair. She's gotten many compliments on it. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, Grant says, I prefer the new look. Oh, natural. Oh, wait, I missed. Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on. I missed some. It scrolled. Melissa says, do you ever resale? I'm a mom of 5 sons. I definitely resell for clothes and necessities. Is resale like selling it to, like, one of those thrift stores that you take a bunch of clothes in and they'll tell you what they'll give you for it? Because if so, I don't do that. Because the places out here, like, that I've been to in California, they're very chintzy with, what they'll give you for it. Jean says, I am new to the channel. Second live. Out of curiosity, did you ever go to the RTR? Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And I did go to the RTR 1 year, 2 years ago. And it was awesome. It was great. There was, some really, like, wonderful people that I met that I'm still friends with, and it was awesome. I do recommend it. 50s and fabulous. You need to go back to blonde. Brown looks so mundane on you. Not criticizing, just an observation. You're still beautiful, but blonde brings out your features more. Well, I appreciate all opinions. I won't be going back blonde because it was just a lot of maintenance. It was very expensive. And this is my natural color. So in a sense, it's kinda like a bummer when people say, "You look better as a blonde," because 'cause I'm like, "Well, I mean, this is how God made me, so, I mean, it just is what it is." But, I appreciate everyone's opinion. I've seen people that have different color hair, and I'm like, "Oh, that looks better on you." Not out loud, but I would just, in my head, I would say, "Oh, whatever." But, uh, yeah, I actually love my brown, and sometimes I'm like, "Why did I wait so long to go back to my brown?" So, actually, I like it. Um, Thomas misses the blonde too. Um, I loved being blonde a lot of the time too. Um, there was when I look back at pictures, there was definitely times where I looked really rough with sometimes with the way that the blonde would turn out or grow out. And then there's times where I'm like, "Ooh, I'm cute." Like I loved having the blonde, but it was just such a bummer to try to figure out how to get my hair done on the road. So, you know, it is what it is. Melissa, I like the brown. I went from red back to brown, and I definitely like the brown better. Okay, awesome. And Grant likes the Au Naturel Art Dog. Oops, lost my place. Art Dog. Interesting. A lot of people seem to love her darker hair. She's gotten many compliments on it. Yes, I've gotten more compliments on my brown hair than I did on the blonde. Way more. Um, like, significantly more compliments about the brown hair, like, "Wow, you look 10 years younger, you look better, your features are softer." So, I'll take it. I'll take it. All of my family likes me with the darker hair as well. All of them. Every single one of them. They're like, "Oh my gosh, it's so much better." Martini, mental drain from bad neighbors is what I have, and I can't leave, so I envy your freedom. Oh, that's a good point. I have lived in apartments that, where the neighbors weren't ideal, and that can be a real problem. I used to live in this apartment where the apartment was like right next to the um, community pool, and there'd be kids and people there all the time in the summer just screaming and yelling and drinking beers like they just get like wild and party-ish. And my window was really close to the pool, and I'd just be like, "Oh my gosh, stop screaming. Like have fun, but you don't need to scream." Yeah, so I totally get that. Rose says, "I'd like to be kind of a hybrid. I don't want to leave my property, but I'd like to be able to drive to a destination and not have to try for a hotel, and I can still do my own cooking." Yes. I totally am embracing the hybrid lifestyle. Like, I'm really looking forward to getting off the road for the summer, to be honest. Um, I I am like, I don't know how to say it, like, I'm not nervous in the sense of like, "Oh, I'm scared." I'm just a little bit like, "Ooh, what's gonna happen, like, in terms of the channel?" Because I won't be making as many travel videos, but I've heard from a lot of people that they're like, "It's okay," like, the channel's still gonna be about travel, so, I have some really cool ideas that I'm gonna be doing, but yeah, so I think the hybrid lifestyle is a real cool experience. Old Mama Outdoors, I want to have a small RV because I want to detach from my camper and be able to go do things like hike sites and etc. Oh, that's a good plan. Julia, I'm not on the road yet. I've switched rooms with my son. I have the smallest room. Excuse me. I hope that my young adults will keep up the apartment. I hope so too. I hope so too. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think that's really great just to take little baby steps to do whatever you're interested in doing. Thomas, that's a good point too. I've heard from other people that they were so used to the blonde, and I really get that because I started my channel as a blonde, so it could be like very startling, like, "Oh, like you look so different." And when I first did it, and even now, sometimes I catch myself in the mirror and I'm like, "Whoa!" Like I had it for like 6 or 7 years, I think, the blonde, and so it is a big change. So I totally get that, and I don't take offense at all. When people say they love the blonde, it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. Thomas says, "All lifestyles have the rules that you have to do, so no adventure is ever free. Even when I was homeless, it came at a cost, but my God is free, so I'm good. Amen to that. Amen. Amen. Yeah, there's always a cost, I believe. Julia, oops, but I find it hard to make friends stationary too. That's a good point. I think I think when it comes to making friends, I mean, at least as adults, I think it's whatever you put into it because you really do have to kind of like put yourself out there, and it's not easy whether you are stationary or whether you are on the road. I think the maybe the key is to kind of join up with groups or people that have similar interests. I know it sounds like everyone says that, but I think that really is it. And we all just are like, oh, I don't want to do that. But if you really want to have people in your life, I think you really do have to put yourself out there. So if you are thinking of being a nomad, I think it's important to go to some of the events, like the van life events, because you can meet people there. Uh, so I think that's a really good way to do that. And then stationary, I think there's lots of things you can do. It's just a matter of like doing it. Rose says, "I like the dark hair myself." Oh, thank you. Melissa, no, I mean go shop at resale shops where people donate their stuff and we buy it gently as oh yeah. I've bought stuff definitely on like Goodwill and Angel View. Those are just some names of like the thrift stores. Yeah, I have bought some stuff on the road that I love. Also, my son's dog scratched me real bad here, so it's like finally the scab's coming off, and I see a scar, and it kind of itches, so it's kind of bugging me. Natural is easiest. You look great. Thank you so much. Oops. Jane says, "You look much better with your dark natural hair. Don't let others dictate your life choices. They need to take care of their own business." Yes, I mean definitely. You know, I definitely just kind of do what I feel I need to do because at the end of the day, I have to take care of it, my hair. Yes, Jean, I do like it. Carol says being a nomad provides more freedom as you can move wherever and whenever you want, but more challenging, especially with overnight parking and when you are sick. Oh, total good point. Yeah, it can be very hard with the overnight parking, and when you are sick, it can be a doozy. Especially, like, if you have any kind of medical issues, especially I can't speak to other countries, but in America, when you have insurance, it's usually for your own state, and you might be able to get emergency care on the road, but if you're trying to travel and be free, and then you have to, like, have some medical things looked at, you need to go back to your regular doctor, it's like you're spending a lot of time trying to figure that out. Or if you're just literally sick and you can't move, it could be rough because, you might be in a place that's really too cold or too hot. That's why I always say to have a emergency fund, because if you need to go into a hotel or Airbnb or something, you should have a little bit of money just saved up just enough to be able to, if you're sick for a few days, to get out of your vehicle if you need some comfort. But good point, Carol. Thank you, Kara. I appreciate that. Kim says, I've decided to stop coloring as well and just use my grays to emphasize my shiny personality. You look amazing as a brunette. Thank you so much. I have a few friends that have embraced their grays and they look great. And it is a shiny personality. Lee says, 2 live streams tonight. You and Tim, happy Friday. Oh, I didn't know Tim was live. I'm gonna have to check it out if he's still going. Tim usually goes longer than I do. So I'll have to pop onto his and say hello. So that's awesome. Simply Natural Black Life. Girl, you look great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Tammy says your brown hair looks so much softer. Looks great. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you so much. Um, Thomas says there's no shame in shopping in thrift stores. No shame at all, because there's a lot of cool stuff there. A lot of people go to thrift stores and donate their stuff that is like almost brand new. I've been to thrift stores where they have tags on it. I've donated to thrift stores where I had like didn't use it, or I grew out of it, or I just like not grew out of it in that sense, but like I bought it at a certain size and I grew and I couldn't ever get into it. So I just donated it and it had tags on it. So, you know, I think it's thrift stores, or there's no problems with going to thrift stores. Um, hey, RV Grandma Charlotte. I think that month in the condo gave you time to rethink your whole future, how you want to live, plans to make. I mean, honestly, facts. Like, I was already getting to that point where I was getting kind of burnt out, but just having that time in the condo gave me a moment to like relax and think. And then when I got back in the van, I love my van. I just love the way that it's set up. I love being in here, but I don't love the constant go go go. So for me, it just gave me like a minute to take a pause and go, you know what? I wanna rearrange my life. I didn't I didn't start out saying I'm gonna live in a van the rest of my life. Um, Maybe, like, when I was trying to be funny and be on a whim, I was like, "I'm gonna do this forever," but, you know, I still wanna do so many more things. I still wanna travel to a bunch of international spots. I still want to, you know, take dance classes, dance lessons. I wanna learn how to like, do art. I want to there's, like, so many things on my list of things that I wanna do. That I don't wanna just be caged into doing, one form of traveling, one form of one thing. And so, I wanna start just sharing a lot more about how traveling can really the act of traveling can really help you grow in your, like, life. The challenges, the ups, the downs, it really helps you to, like, know who you are. It helps you to be stronger. So I wanna focus on those things. I wanna encourage people to do the things and help them whenever there's challenging times as well. So, uh, I think it did give me that time to do that. Rose says, "Allison, I will watch you if you garden or sew. The travel is just an extra." Thank you so much, Rose. You are so sweet. Kim says, "Hybrid is definitely what I'm hoping for. My family is spread out between Washington and Wisconsin, not to mention all the places I've yet to see." Yes. Yes, and I really have missed spending time with my family, so, I think the hybrid is definitely right up my alley. Tatiana, this lifestyle is not free. There are so many costs. Van maintenance, I forgot about that. Van maintenance, gas, food, and the mental and emotional toll it takes on someone just constantly having to keep moving. And all the road rules, yes. It's such a good point, like, to me, the van maintenance is, like, kinda like paying rent, but it's still a cost. It's not free, and sometimes, your vehicle can really be down bad. A engine can go out, you might need a whole brand new alternator or whatever, all the things. I mean, a million things, or when you build stuff on your van, some of it could break, I was thinking like, what if my water tank under my van just fell down? Like, I don't like to speak that out there, but I'm saying, there's things you think about like, that'd be a bad situation. So yeah, there's lots of things that you have to think about. Rebecca says, "Yeah, I just like taking trips." I mean, solid point. I love just getting out and seeing things, but when I'm forced to do it because I'm like, oh, I don't have any other options, then it starts to feel bad. And the same thing is when I was in an apartment. Uh, I was just like, oh my gosh, I cannot sit here in this townhome any longer. I gotta go explore. So I love the hybrid. Jean says, I'm going to set up my car as a car camper. Oops, I lost my place. Hold on a second. It keeps scrolling. As a car camper, I stayed in a small camper and A-liner for 15 months full time, and I loved it. I camped in military campgrounds. Oh, that's awesome. That sounds like a great plan. Great Guyam, which state is your favorite for van life? Oof. I don't have a favorite state. I think there's lots of great things in all states. Jesus, I will buy another small camper. Oh, that's awesome. T. Elwood Rockefeller. That's a fancy, nice name. I've been living as a nomad mountain man for almost a year now, mostly on BLM and USFS land, but I am ready to head back indoors. The lifestyle isn't for everyone, but I'm glad I did it. Yeah, I appreciate your comment, to be honest, because I think people should try it. I think people should do it. Get out and, like, if you have it in your mind that you might remotely like it just even a little bit, do it. Go try it. And then you'll know. Like, I've loved it, but it's not for me full time, forever. It's a means to be able to explore. But I'm glad you did it as well. Jane says, I love your freedom to travel anywhere, anytime. Yes, I do love that. And I love that I have this van to be able to do that. Um, Tatiana says, Jesus is my daily strength, and it is his word that keeps me on the straight and narrow path. Me too. Same, same. Rose says, it was rough just having the flu in the truck. Yes, yes. TL Wood, if you're debating doing the nomad thing with a tent setup, don't don't. It was, exhausting, and I probably wouldn't do it again. I don't think I've ever thought about doing tent camping. It's not my type of situation. But I know there's lots of people that do and love it, but it's not for me. Julia says, agreed. I am on the edge of empty nesting. Joined a Christian singles group and working on connecting with nomads and campers in my area. My kids are 22 and 19. It's time to build my next chapter. Oh, I love that. That's how I felt when my kids were around that age. I was like, as soon as these kids get out on their own, I want to start, getting out and then exploring, you know, and seeing the world. And I think that's a good time frame to do so. I want to check something out here real quick because, um, hold on, because there was, I think somebody joined as a member on the last stream, and I want to just acknowledge. Oh, Sharon the Trucker. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sharon the Trucker became a Munch Bunch member. It's our Travel Snacks membership, a monthly membership. So thank you, Sharon, for becoming a member. And I appreciate that. It just hit me. I'm like, I think I saw somebody join as a member on the last stream. So welcome, welcome. Now you can use custom emojis and you'll have a little icon next to your name. It's really cool because um, on the little dollar sign, you can actually buy memberships for other people. The only I mean, I guess it's a fun little thing, but the only downfall is that you can't select who you want to, like, gift it to, but you can say, like, "I wanna gift 5 $2 memberships," and it'll pay for the person's first month, and it's, like, a cool and it'll just, like, sporadically assign it to somebody in the chat, like, right now. It's pretty cool. Um so yeah, it's cool. Let's see. Oh, that's new. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Sharon. Welcome, welcome. Um, Julia says, "Love my Arctic highlights." Awesome. I love that. I'm watching you and Timothy. I love thrifting. Awesome, awesome. Timothy is a good person, a good friend. I really don't have anything negative to say about Tim. He's just such a great person. Um, Thomas says, your channel by your soul and inspirations really never noticed here because you are just beautiful inside and out. If you were bald, your soul speaks volumes, and I see the beauty you have, a God glow." That is so sweet. Thank you so much, Thomas. I appreciate that very, very much. And I agree. I think, it's fun to dress up and do things your hair and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, just be a solid person, and it's just awesome. Jean says, I now want to go thrifting. Um, I don't think I'll be shaving my head, but you know, you never know. Hey Amber, welcome. First live. Everybody's welcome, Amber. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you giving us a try on this live stream. Hey Mary, how are you? Thomas says, "Oh geez, she's beautiful forever. She can't improve." Oh, you guys are so sweet. Coffee Nut. Hello, first live. Oh, another first time live from the Poconos. Oh, cool. I've never been there. That's awesome. And I also love coffee. So, I mean, that's awesome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the new people on here. Only fan. Use cocoa butter. It will help heal the area and with the itching. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something about this because it was like when I first got to my son's house and I opened my van door and his dog just jumped so excited and he was just like didn't scratch me on purpose. He was just like so excited. I've also taught my son's dog how to hug. So he'll jump up on me and then he'll put his arms right here and then he'll put his head right on my chest because I told him hug and then he puts his head. And so I think he was trying to do that, but he was trying to get up on my shoulders first. So yeah. So it's whatever. You guys are hilarious. Quick question. She's not here for that. It's okay. It's okay to say nice things to people. I don't think people are being outlandish, but I hear what you're saying. Thank you, Grant, for posting those links. Yes, if you would like to make a donation, there's the links to do so. Also, if you'd like to become a member of the monthly membership, you can do so hitting the dollar sign underneath this chat as well. Let's see. Chef Ken, it's good just as long that you are sure about it. If that's what makes you happy and follow your dreams. Yes, exactly. I say do what makes you happy until it's not making you happy anymore. And then you know, I think it's, well, I can only speak for me and maybe other creators is like when you do, like when you're a content creator full time, you try not to get like locked into it, but it is your job. So you don't want to disappoint anybody. I never want to disappoint anybody. And I want to always like keep giving the content that people came here for. But at the end of the day, this is actually still my life. And there's no use in being miserable if you're doing something that you don't love anymore. I'm not miserable, but I'm saying is like there's other things that I would like to do and incorporate into my channel. So, also one of the things is my friend Rachel, she's been a good friend and a mentor for a few years now, and she wrote a book recently. She's on the Today Show. She's been on like I forget, other Today Show and what's the other one like that? I don't know, whatever. She's been on a lot of talk shows and it's just all the things. She's great. And she is just taught me so much. And she wrote this book that I just got because I got back to my parents' house. This was delivered to my parents' house. It's called Permission to Offend. It's not sponsored at all. She is my friend, but you know, we're friends in the sense of we tell each other the truth. Like, um let's see, agree with 80% of what's in this book. There's a few things that I'm like, I don't really subscribe to some of that, but the book is awesome. Go get this book. Go get it on Amazon. Go get it at Barnes and Nobles. I would tell you the truth, even if she's my friend. I would tell you the truth because I believe in being honest. But I haven't read it yet. But I was on Audible and I listened to the audiobook all the way from Texas to California because the audiobook is 8 hours. And so I have heard the whole book. And there was times where I cried like 3 times driving. I was like, "I am going like need to pull over because this is so wonderful." And some of the stories in here and it just it talks about not being offensive to like be mean or be like ugly to people. It's just giving everyone the permission to be able to speak freely and like not police your words and not have to worry and just be yourself. And we should all be able to be ourselves and just be free and just be like, oh my gosh, it's so like it feels that's the true freedom is just being able to be like around people that accept you and you can feel free to disagree all the like whatever. But there's something really special to be able to hold a space for somebody to be able to say, you know what, this is how I feel or to believe, and people listen and they're like, all right, cool. I don't agree, but I'm glad you got it out. And I think that like this book it was really awesome. So go get it. Um, but it just reminded me when I was saying that is that, you know, you got to do this life is yours. You're the only one who walks your footsteps on a daily basis. So you got to do what makes you feel joyful and rope other people in, include other people because I think it's always better with other people around. Not always, but you know what I'm saying. Hey Lou, how are you? Melissa, let's see. Okay, it's talking to Thomas. Let's see. Um Hey, Daya's in the house. Daya's one of our monthly Munch Bunch members. Welcome, Daya. Um, let's see. Let's see. Okay, thank you for all the welcomes for all the new people. Mary, first live as well from Wisconsin. Love your channel and heart. God bless. God bless you too, Mary. Thank you for being here. Awesome, awesome. And maybe a flea bite that its itches will leave a small scar. I don't think it's a flea bite. It's actually pretty long. It's actually you could see it when it had the scab. It was like it's actually like this long. So the scab just came off. Thomas says no need to be so okay. You guys are discussing Amber. I'm not sure how to respond to individual names. Thanks for all the hey, awesome. Let's see. Free but always kind. Yes. In these times, I really have to think about what I say. I complimented a woman about her hair once, but the words probably came out wrong, and I was called a chauvinist. Yeah, and that's the other thing is that I don't wanna go all into it because we're gonna end the live stream soon because, we like to keep it, you know, not too long because people have other things they wanna do on a Friday night. But I think we all need to take a step back, all of us. Even if you think you're being like the most kindest person and stuff, I think we all need to take a step back. I think we should give people a lot more grace. I think we should give people a lot more benefit of the doubt. And even me, there's times where I will do a snap judgment of what people's intention was or thoughts were. And, I think we're all very like, could be very antsy, especially because there's a lot of people that are policing people's words, and so it's just like, but I think if you get a compliment, take it as a compliment, and if the person proceeds and they start getting a little bit, like, innuendo-y, then you can just shut it down, like, nip that real quick, because that's kind of the way that I've decided to just live is, like, allow people the freedom to express kindness, express kind words and loving things, and there are a lot of gross people, honestly. There's a lot of gross people out here, just saying weird things, especially on the internet. But I am trying to be more open to people just being able to say kind things to each other. I really think we all need patience, kindness, love. Like, the Bible, that's what love is. Love is patient and kind, all the things that's in First Corinthians. But yeah, so I really try to leave space for that. Um, let's see. Now my arm is bleeding. The heck? I think I had another little scab there. My arm is a mess. Okay. Melissa, I married 16 years this year to my only love. We got married at 20 and it's truly the best with 5 sons. I hope everyone finds love or at the very least fulfillment through Christ. He is enough. Amen. That's awesome. And congratulations on 16 years because that's amazing. Um, I'm going to let you guys know because you guys are on this live stream. You guys hear it first, but I'm going to let you know that I'm going to be taking it seriously, like trying to find a partner. No joke. It's been probably one of the most rough parts of living a nomadic lifestyle is being and feeling so alone. And I have met some really wonderful people along the way in my journey, but I haven't dated in a very long time. And when I'm able to like get through this doctor's appointment and like be stationary for a little bit, I'm definitely going to be putting myself out there more to date, like intentionally, like with purpose, because it is my heart's desire to have a lifelong partner. And, I've been married twice and, you know, obviously been divorced twice and it sucks, to be honest. But I'm definitely ready to have that. And so obviously I'm very selective and picky about, who I date and stuff. But what Melissa is saying is like, I hope everyone finds love, and not everybody wants it. I mean, I think everyone wants love, but I'm saying not everybody wants partnership, but I do. And I'm really here for it. And so that's another thing that will help me. Like if I have a more hybrid lifestyle is to kind of engage in that, like a dating, being in one spot a little longer kind of thing. So that's also something I'm looking forward to as well. Warrior Woman, hey, do you have an e-bike? If not, would you get one? I don't have an e-bike, but what's funny is I've had many sponsors reach out to me asking if they can send me one, but I'm not a bike person. Maybe when I like get into like a little stationary of a place, maybe I will respond to some of them and have them send me one so I could give it a try. But I don't know. I'm just not into like bike riding. I'd rather just take walks and hike. Hey C, how are you? Uh, hey Bright Eye, you're such a sweet and thoughtful lady. I'm proud of you. Be safe out there. Thank you so much. You're sweet. Um, let's see. Melissa, praise the Lord. That's awesome. Grant, congrats. Oh yeah, because Grant's been married for a long time as well. That's awesome. That's awesome. Annabelle's buying my first camper van tomorrow. Blessings. Oh, congratulations. That's everyone should be congratulating that because that's an awesome, awesome, wonderful thing. That's so awesome. Let's see. You guys are talking between yourselves. Let's see. Uh, Let me read these last few comments and then we're going to kind of wrap it up. Barbara says, single life is for me. I know a lot of people and like a lot of like friends that, not a lot of friends, but a few friends that is like, I'm good with being single. Uh, and that's okay. It's nobody has to be with a partner. I also think that people should shouldn't treat single people as like second hand citizens or second class because the people that are choosing to be single, hey, they're happy. And the people that are not choosing to be single, it's not fun. So it's like, why, don't look down on somebody because they don't have a partner. Because I think sometimes you hear like married people are like, oh, you're still single or you're not married. It's like, I'm trying. Rose says, I was thinking about your new partner. Oops. I was thinking about your new partner today, but I just don't feel like I bring anything. Oh, I was thinking about a new partner today. I just don't feel like I bring anything to the table at this time. I don't think I would be a good partner right now. You know what's great about that, Rose, is that you recognize that. And it's up to you if you want to start thinking about what you would like to bring to the table. And I think that's something that I've been experiencing as well. Is like, I know I bring a lot to the table. I'm a great partner, in my opinion. I love. I love to like pour into somebody. I love to be a great partner and very serving and giving. But there's things that I know I can work on still, so that's what I'll be doing, and just even the simple fact of being in one spot and not, like, requiring somebody to chase me as I travel, that's another thing as well. So, I think it's good when you realize, like, "You know what? There's more that I'd like to bring with to somebody." Drain says, "How will you go about your search? Match, eHarmony, matchmaking friends." I think I'm gonna try not to go on the dating apps because it's feels very terrible when you go on the apps. It feels like a cesspool of grossness. I think when I get somewhere, I think I'm gonna go to church. I think I'm gonna join some groups, like maybe some like like you see like these groups that just take hikes, or go out to restaurants or whatever. Um, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a one day at a time situation, but I think just getting out uh, of the van or getting out of wherever I'm gonna be more often, even, like, going to sit in, like, a Starbucks or, like, whatever. I think those are the things of just, like, making yourself like, it's the law of averages, really, I mean, it's obviously God, but the law of averages, if you get out more and not even just, like, going out with the purpose of meeting like a man, but meeting people because you never know who those people know. So I might meet some new like girlfriends that has a brother, a cousin, an uncle, a coworker, a friend, you know, and they're like, oh my gosh, I have this perfect guy. I think you love him, and stuff like that. So I think it's just the point of getting out. Um, Melissa says, two sons are with Jesus, and as much as I miss them, they are in no pain. Praise God. Oh my gosh. That's so beautiful to say that though. Lou says alone is safe. I totally understand that. Um, Rose says, but my husband has only been in heaven a little over a year. Yes, that's definitely like time to heal and stuff. And I can't even imagine what you're going through on that. Hey, Consuelo from Fresno. Awesome. Lee says, how do you cook in your van? I only have two methods of cooking. I have a microwave, and then I have a Ninja Foodie that has a saute feature, air crisp, pressure cook. So those are the two ways that I cook in my van. Melissa says, my hubby and I were both homeschooled. We found each other at graduation. It was perfect. That is awesome. Oh, hey, Deb is in the house. Sorry, it scrolled back as soon as I saw Deb's name. No, I'm not coming to Florida. I just left the East Coast and I'm back in California. Um, but I do need to get back in touch with you, Deb, regarding what you sent me. So I'm really behind on any emails and stuff. Um, hey, Karen, blessings to you as well. Just me and my van, single for me too. All right. Thomas says, okay, so you guys are talking. Let's see. Rains of Healing, really spotty internet connection on my end. Gonna sign off as I can't hear it. Oh, God bless you, Rains of Healing. Thank you for being here. Ivana says, I'm choosing to be single. All right. Um, Jean says, secondhand thrifting is in our minds. Yes. Um, hey, Robert, if you can't be happy by yourself, you're not ready for a relationship. Yeah, that's true. Like, you should definitely not put all your baggage on somebody else because that's no fair at all. Actually, like, I've been on dates where the guy would just literally talk the whole time about their ex or how terrible their ex was, or I was like, bro, it's gonna be a no for me. I think you need to sort that out in therapy or within a journal or something. And I've heard that from other friends where they'll go out with a guy and he's just like, oh, like, uh, kind of still have feelings for my ex. I'm like, no, yeah, I'm not the one. No, thank you. Um, let's see. Hey, Gilberto's in the house. How are you? Thank you, thank you. Um, Dia says, I'm scared to do the dating apps as well. It's not good. It's not great at all. Ivana says, all applications for travel snacks dating can go through me. That's facts. Ivana can be my sorting person, where she'll be like, no, she's not. It's gonna be a no. She knows. She'll know who I like and who I don't like, just right off the bat. Rose says, I know some really sweet single Christian bikers. Oh, awesome. Hey Sonia, how are you? Jane says, I tried similar groups years ago. They were always more women than men. Yes, I've tried groups in the past, and yes, there's so many women. But I only need one partner. I don't need 50, so just one is all I need. So I'm gonna just keep trying different things. But yeah, that's been my experience as well. Thomas says, I stay single because of choice. Been married once, but have to be stable myself before I can recognize a stable woman. No marriage, but faithful to no end. Awesome. Yeah. Yes, all applicants must go through Ivana. Um, let's see. Let's see. Hey, Jamie from Maui. Ooh, awesome. Simply Natural Black Life. I think that is going to work for you from your other associates because they know what you're looking for. Uh, let's see. There's someone out there looking for you. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you, thank you. Sonia says, what sort of air conditioning do you have for the high heat? Has weather ever been too extreme? Yes, the weather's been extreme, and the summer's the worst for me. I have the Zero Breeze Mark II air conditioner, but to be honest, it only keeps you cool just like your person, and it doesn't last that long. So it is a pretty big expense. So I'd say it's like good for some people, but not great for everybody. Gary, do you like living in a van? I do. I really like living in my van. I enjoy it. I love my space. I love the way like what I've created in it. But I also would like to have like a bit of stability as well. So I like both. Mary says, Rose, okay, so you guys are talking. Let's see. Gary, I am in the Southern California area in the desert near Palm Springs. Hey, Jamie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so I am so excited to catch you live. Welcome, Ibarra. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. I really enjoy your videos. Are you planning to come out to Arizona in the winter? Would be the best. Awesome. Well, my sister lives in Arizona, so yeah, I definitely will be going to Arizona at some point. And thank you for coming to the live stream. I'm glad you caught us as well, and I appreciate you watching the videos. So I know we went over because I started this live stream on one live stream and we had some technical difficulties. I still don't know what happened, but I appreciate you guys very much. So let's see. I think that's pretty much it for today. I really think about you guys a lot, our snack pack family. You guys have the biggest hearts. You guys are so encouraging. Whenever I'm feeling a little bit down, obviously I really look to God, for that comfort and love. But I also think about my snack pack family, like my regular family and friends as well. But I really do think about my snack pack family and just the encouragement that I've received. So I appreciate all the encouragement to me and also to each other. I think it's really important to pray for each other, show each other love, kindness, respect, patience, patience. And I appreciate you guys very much. So You guys are just awesome. I apologize again for anyone that I missed on the last live stream, any of the comments or donations. I know that's a bummer, but I truly appreciate every donation, honestly and truly. It is a blessing to me. Um, so I'm sorry for anyone that I missed because of the technical difficulties. And speaking of, Libby's coming through with the last minute super chat with the cute little lemon eye, heart eyes. Thank you so much, Libby. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Trying to find it because. Thank you so much, Libby. I appreciate that. But you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys so much. Um, Oh, Simply Natural Black Life. My sister lives in Scottsdale. Awesome. Carrie says, I'm super excited about starting my drink. Awesome, awesome. Daily with Deb. I understand working my Facebook page keeps me busy. That was a fast trip to Florida. Yes, yes. Oops. Thank you for all the prayers and well wishes. Yes, yes, yes. Jean, thank you. Great live. See you next week. Thank you so much. Yes, see you guys next week for sure. I'm in Queen Creek, Arizona. Awesome. Oh, Gene, $5 coming through with the super chat. Cute little fox. Let's see. And do it. Do it. Do it. Some of these are so weird. I don't have my regular favorites, so I'm just picking some that I think might be cool. But some of these are really weird. Some of these are. Thank you so much. It's a true blessing. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate that. Carrie says, I've been following you for a few months now, and it's giving me a lot of inspiration to get myself started. I'm going to work a few years, and I'll see you down the road, hopefully. Yes, awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Grant and Ivana, for being here and being cool moderators. Do it. Oh, Barbara coming through with a cool little like dancing pair super chat. Let's see. Some of these are, I don't know what they are, but like it's just like weird. It's not a fart. It says stretched. There's. So these are weird. It's champagne. All right. Thank you so much, Barbara. I appreciate that. No problem. No, don't ever feel bad about not being able to donate. It's no problem. Yes, Deb, hit me up again and hopefully we can connect. That was trippy. And oh yes, Tammy, yes, I will let my parents know that you guys say hello as well. Oh, Tatiana coming through those sounds. Thank you so much for the little video game controller. Awesome. Let's see. I'm just like picking random ones because I don't have my favorites. Dude. Some of these are funny. All right. Well, you got a bunch of them. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. That was a great way to end the live stream. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. If somebody hasn't told you, you are valuable. Don't ever think that you are not valuable or worthy or loved, because you are. Get in touch with other people, connect, be patient, be kind, love each other. And I'll see you on the next one. And there's a new video out tomorrow. So check out for that. So look out for that. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye for now. Love you bunches.